Cage Minds, Micah Frankel, joined right now by Mario Gonzalez, unbeaten professional boxer, 4-0 out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Sir, how you doing?
Good, good. How you doing?
Man, all right, like everybody else, out here trying to survive, this crazy time we're living in. How are you doing?
Yes, sir. Doing the same. Just got off work. Thank God that we're still working over here. But like you said, with everybody, it's been a struggle these past few weeks. Life has been a little different lately, not what we're used to. So,
What is it that you do?
I work in the oil field.
All right. And how's the family holding up with everything going on?
Good. And got all the kids home from school and stuff like that. So we got our two kids at home, and got them driving my lady crazy. But everything's good. I mean, we're healthy. That's all we can ask for.
And how different is work now?
Um, it's not so much different. I mean, because we work out there by ourselves regardless. But it has slowed down a big, like how you say, like a whole lot. And we're just praying that it still keeps going. That's all I can ask for. There's no telling. It could stop at any time.
With how active you've
So,
been as an athlete, did you have a fight canceled during this?
yes, so far I've had two fights canceled. So, I had one April 11th here in Hobbs. That one got canceled like 2 weeks ago. And then also the one May 30th in Odessa has been canceled as far as I've heard. So,
So are you even able to train, or are you even thinking about boxing right now?
yes. I'm still trying to stay active. I wouldn't say I've been going all out, but I've still been a little active, just still jogging and still hitting my bags here at the house, and doing little drills on my own. So just trying to stay sharp regardless.
Has that been challenging on those hours when you're supposed to just be at home? You're there with the family. Is it challenging to still get the work in?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But we got to get it done. The main thing I want to do is get out of this and let them say I got to fight in 2 weeks and be ready for it. I don't have to get ready for it.
Right, right. Looking to stay active. You've been active during this professional run, but let's go back
Yes,
to the
sir.
beginning. When did you start
Yes, sir.
boxing? When did you get in this game?
I want to say around age 12.
Age
So
12.
what? Yes, sir. 14 years ago.
Tell me that story.
I've always wanted to box since I was little, but we really haven't had any boxing programs anywhere. And then I got in touch with Isidro Castillo with the School of Hard Knocks, and we started. It was just me and his son. We started working out in his. I guess he had stopped boxing for a while, and with work and everything like that, they had their own gyms and stuff, and they've always done good. But me and his son were practicing in his living room, and for a little bit, and then after that, he had to stop again for work, and maybe a year went by, and we started right back up at a gym here, at a local gym here, and we just ever since then. I've loved it. I've started sparring and just started getting the real boxing experience in, and I've always loved it. It's just something I've always wanted to do since I was little. Since I was, I don't know, since I was young, since I was probably like 8, 7 years old. I've always wanted to box.
Can you put a
So,
finger on what it was that attracted you towards boxing?
um, honestly, just obviously the hard work and the mindset it takes to do it. But just the physical attribute of just busting your ass and just getting in there and getting the work done yourself, and obviously with your team too. But just being having that one-on-one, I guess, that one-on-one sport, against each other, that you don't have to depend on anyone but yourself.
Who were the first boxers that you looked up to?
I want to say Miguel Cotto for sure. Miguel Cotto, and Uh, Mainly Miguel Cotto, but also Oscar De La Hoya too. I like their styles a lot, so I've always liked watching them fight.
And do you feel like you take any of their styles to add to yours?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, I try and incorporate a bunch of different styles and just make them into my own. You know what I mean? Just take everyone. I mean, every fighter has their special about them. You know. So I mean, just gotta take a little bit from everybody and make it to your own.
And what do you
And
feel is
just,
the
you know, take
foundation
take
of your
advice from
game?
everybody. Um, Say that again.
What's a cornerstone of the foundation of your game?
Um, I want to just say, I'm a boxer puncher. I feel like, I like to get in there and get after it, but I also, you know, have my in and out. I like to be in and out. I don't like to get hit either if I don't have to.
You've been at this for a long time with Isidro Castillo in your corner. What is that bond, that
Yes, sir.
relationship like?
Oh man, it's like a father and son relationship for sure. It's been a big part of me growing up since I was a youngster, and I mean, boxing is really the main and only thing that kept me out of trouble as a kid, you know. And that's what I love boxing. It was just a good discipline, and it just showed me how to be a man more than anything when I was young. So just to be responsible and just to just to strive to do better.
How important to you was having that outlet?
It was honestly, it was the biggest thing, and the most important thing in my life, honestly, since I was growing up, and still is, you know. It still keeps me out of trouble to this day. I mean, obviously I have my family as well, but I mean, it's just something that I aspire to keep being great at, and just keep getting better at, not only for me but my family now.
And family, for those that have seen the post-fight interviews, we can feel it afterwards. Family means a lot to you, right?
Yes, sir, most definitely.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
I'm a family man. I had my daughter when I was 18. I got married at 18 when I was young. You know, me and my wife been together since we were probably like 16 years old. So, just the core. I've always wanted to. I mean, I didn't grow up with the dad. Later on, I had a stepdad come in the picture and take responsibility. You know, but as far as growing up, I never grew up with the father. So I always promised myself if I was gonna be a man enough to have a kid, I was gonna, be a good father to him.
And what is being a good father? How do you describe what being a good father is?
Just being someone that they can look up to and just someone that they can talk to. And I'm still learning as it is every day. On being a better parent for sure. I mean, it's a learning experience. But just being there for them and being in their life period.
Being that boxer, working, being a father, how do you
Yes,
stay
sir.
focused on your grind doing all these important jobs at one time?
Oh man, honestly, just seeing my kids happy and seeing them healthy. And it's its own motivation in itself to just keep doing better and just to try and keep making life better for my family for sure. That's my biggest motivation and probably my only motivation, honestly.
Trying to make a name for yourself here on the pro scene, coming out of Hobbs. You got a great promoter,
Yes,
great
sir.
coach there in Isidro Castillo, but coming out of a small town, does it already feel like you were having to fight your way out of being the underdog almost?
Oh yes, sir. That most definitely. Like you said, it's a small town here, and we don't have much fighting around here, but we've made it. I mean, Isidro Castillo's got a big program up here, and we've started from the ground up, and we've had quite a bit of good fighters come out of this small town, and we've traveled. I mean, we have Odessa, Lubbock, Dallas. We have everything. Albuquerque. That's about everything's pretty much a couple hours away, but we make do, and we just try and go get our sparring in as much as we can.
Talking about sparring with Isidro, there's Isidro Jr. You mentioned you guys sparring in the living room at a young age. What has that meant, having a
Oh yeah.
sparring partner for a lifetime that's around your size?
Oh man, it's awesome. I mean, it got old after a while. I mean, we sparred. I mean, I don't know. I'd say close to 1,000 times, man. We helped mold each other, and it helped. You know what I mean? Mold us when we were young, because we didn't have much sparring partners that could actually go the distance with each other. You know. And you know, he helped me when I was younger, because he had a little bit more experience than me. But as we got older and stuff, I mean, it was a big help. As far as, you know, we always knew we had each other to count on, at least if we didn't have any other sparring partners. So that was awesome.
4-0 in 4 months before the coronavirus kind of slowed everything down.
Yes, sir.
To all of us, you came out of nowhere, but how does this success feel to you?
I mean, it's surreal, man. It feels great. It does. I'm not gonna underplay it, but I mean, I just know that there's so much more work to be done. I mean, I'm not really gonna celebrate till you know, we get to that big stage. And I mean, I do appreciate everything and all the, you know, every fight. Of course, I'm thankful to God, and just thankful to have the, how do you say, the fan base and my friends and my family support me. But I just know there's so much more work to be done, and I'm just not going to be, I'm the type of person not to be satisfied till I get to that point.
Have you been impressed with any of your performances yet? Not wanting to be satisfied, all that. Have you been impressed? Have you impressed yourself?
Yeah, I'd say my third fight in El Paso, I impressed myself. I proved to myself that I could go the distance. That was a main key. You know, I was knocking guys out when I first started, and you know, I was, you know, just that thing in the back of your head, can you go the distance, you know? And yeah, we went to 4 rounds, and it was great. I went the 4 rounds against El Paso native. So that was awesome, fighting in his hometown and everything like that, and overcoming those odds against the bigger fighter and the hometown fighter. I mean, and to go the distance was awesome.
Obviously, we know where the end goals are. There's world titles, there's title fights, there's big aspirations, but how do you get there?
Honestly, just consistency is the main key. I think, like you said, 4 fights in 4 months. I mean, we're aiming for 10 fights at the end of this year. You know, God willing, everything's done and over with by, you know, July or something. But I still think we can squeeze in 8 fights, so another 4 fights in before the end of the year, and you know, just get in those fights so I can get the big fights later. So you know, just getting my record up, and you know, staying consistent and staying busy in the gym, and just keeping the wins going. You know.
New Mexico has started to recognize, they've started to see the talent. What do people need to know about Mario Gonzalez?
Well, I'm here to stay for sure, and I'm just going to be one of the most consistent fighters that they've seen lately. I mean, New Mexico has a lot of great fighters, but I just feel like consistency. I mean, you can triumph and be better than a lot of those that have been in the game for a while. It's just consistency, you know. So I just feel like just putting that hard work in, and I mean, nothing beats hard work. I mean, hard work doesn't ever disappoint. So just putting in that work in the gym and doing those wars and sparring sessions, and you know, the fighting is the easy part. So you know, just taking it day by day.
Talking about this journey, talking about boxing, it sounds like you have a genuine love and appreciation for where you're at and for what you're doing.
Oh yes, I'm just thankful to God that I'm even healthy enough to be doing this. You know, I mean, not many people can say they went 4-0. I mean, much less, you know, within a couple months, you know. So I'm truly blessed and thankful and grateful, you know, that I'm, like I said, even healthy enough to even do this. I mean, it's one thing to be healthy, but in this sport, in this art of the game, I mean, your body has to be a you know, well-tuned machine, you know. So I mean, we're taking hits, we're giving hits. It's a brutal sport, so just to be in shape and be healthy is a blessing for sure.
Mario Gonzalez, it was great getting to talk to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all that you do.
Last but not least, for the people that you needed to thank and shout out to.
Yes, sir. For sure. All my sponsors, Royalty Energy, we have R&M Trucking, and Empire Energy, and Auto 2000. They've been supporting me all through this journey, and without them, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things I do. I mean, they helped me so much as far as all my expenses, my outfits, everything like that. So they just been helping me, and not only that, I mean, not even the money thing, it's just the support as well, and also all my family and friends, and everyone that just supports me and is always in my corner. And of course, last but not least, my trainer and, like I said, my mentor, Isidro Castillo. I mean, he's everything I could ask for in a trainer. So he's my coach. I mean, my promoter. He's everything I need all in one package. So I just want to thank him for everything and just for sticking with me throughout this journey.